Step back jumper, short. Followed up and in. Sheldon Sharp, go! Brother! Unbelievable. It looked like he was going to throw himself in the ring.
This is Dirt and Sprague on 1080 The Fan.
The start of that movie, no matter your age, is an incredibly powerful start to a movie where the sun is rising, the new day is here, and the future feels bright. And I would say that's exactly how Blazer fans felt last night watching our baby Blazers not just win in a game that I quite literally on the air said, no chance, I'm hammering the Wolves. I did, by the way. They won in such an impressive fashion. What?
I just love that the music's still going in the background.
Keep
it feels
going.
good, yeah.
And it really was and felt like the dawning of a new era. And I know it's like game 10 of the season.
What a week they've had.
But I want to seriously
What a last
I'm
5
sincerely
days.
saying this.
Yeah, what do you got?
I challenge you to find me a time when Blazer fans collectively felt happier than what they felt last night that watched that game. Then I think I came to the Dame 71-point game on February 23rd, 2023. We haven't had a moment close to what we felt last night.
No, the only win last year that would even enter the conversation, but to me it was nowhere near it as a fan, was the Dame return game and winning that game.
I want him to lose that game.
And I did
so
too.
there
I
you go.
also gambled against them in that game, and they cost me money in that one as well.
And that wasn't a ping pong ball game. I just wanted them to lose because I didn't want to trade Dame.
Yeah, that was more of a like, I'm kind of sad that we're winning. It's kind of weird, and he's not here anymore, and all of this is uncomfortable. That was the most enjoyable game since Dame dropped 70 points 2 years ago. And it's not, I mean, it's not even close.
And even in
my
that game,
mind.
that season was so crappy.
It was just about Dame doing something Herculean again all by himself
Is this
with no
his
help.
last kind of big
Right.
hurrah thing? Because this team sucks.
Yeah, it is funny. I a lot of times around the house will tell my wife, I told you so, when I'm right and she's wrong. And that usually leads to me getting in trouble around the house. But I still...
Male ego.
I never miss a shot.
never learn.
I never miss a shot. There's nothing better than telling somebody you were right and they were wrong. And I will never miss that opportunity. Sometimes I even default with like, do you want me to tell you now or you want me to tell you later? I'll give her one of those, kind of a preemptive, and then she rolls her eyes and says, you're an idiot. And I say, thank you, but I was right. So, I got to let you know. There were a lot of tweets last night that I'm a little surprised and miffed by, and I'm wondering if people at times listen to the things that come out of our mouths. So we put up poll questions. We're talking about the Blazers. Obviously going to be a storyline on the show today. And the number of people that tweeted or responded in some way, shape, or form of how is Dirt going to poo-poo this? How is Dirt going to be negative on this? I would like to ask the question, have you listened to anything that I have said about this team this year?
This is
what I have.
Yes.
I am now going to come on the air today and say, I told you so. I was right. Anybody who disagreed with me was wrong. And guess what?
Suck it.
Thank you, first off. Suck it, yes. Secondarily, as fun as the baby Blazers were, you're not wrong. This feels like the dawn of a new era.
Yeah.
Is DeAndre Ayton out for the year?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is Robert Williams going to sit out every game the rest of the way?
Let's hope
He
so.
rested yesterday.
Is Anthony Simons going to miss the rest of the season?
He's got an illness. We'll see if he comes back.
Okay, so this whole dawn of a new era, the only reason the dawn of a new era happened is because
they were
DeAndre
forced
Ayton got
to.
hurt, Robert Williams can't play the second of back-to-backs, and Anthony Simons randomly left the game and is now out for who knows how long with an undisclosed injury. That's the only reason the baby Blazers
And I
happened.
thought-
I was right. I would like thank yous and flowers of adoration today, not how am I going to poo-poo this. You're welcome, baby Blazers.
And everything I heard was Donovan Clingan wasn't ready to
Thank
play
you.
27 minutes of NBA
Playing 13
action.
minutes a night.
Yeah, well,
Is he alive? Have we checked
stop
on him
it.
today? Is he still breathing? Did he survive 30 minutes
He
last
almost had a
night?
triple-double with blocks.
And
He had one of the best performances from a Blazer center in the history of the franchise.
Yeah.
Like, that's
If-
not that outlandish to say.
If this isn't the starting lineup moving forward, then
It won't be.
It
won't
when
be.
certain people come back, it won't.
So you want to find how I'm going to poo-poo it? That's how I'm going to poo-poo it. Last night was unbelievable.
It was.
It
Joe
was
Cronin
so
isn't on
fun.
the phone right now
Well-
trying to make, not that he hasn't been, but
I don't know if he has been, and I kind of do wonder. I do wonder if last night the think tank goes home. And look, you don't need to react to social media, so just like close that, right?
No, but the thought was,
But in the
okay,
building and watching on television, everybody had the same feeling and thoughts.
Yes, this is
right?
fun. They're
This is
young. This is
fun.
the future. This is exciting.
Yes.
All positive.
Look what happens when everybody's playing.
and
like,
look,
Yeah.
they're still going to run into teams
oh, they're certainly going to lose.
Yes.
and lose by 35.
They're young. They're going to have bad nights.
I hope it's not that bad, but they are going to lose a lot more
Well,
games.
you can see, the T-Wolves weren't hitting threes. How many times is Anthony Edwards going to go 0 from 3 in an
that
NBA
team
game?
is in a weird spot. That
True.
T-Wolf team is
That's
but,
a whole other side
that's
story.
a
of the
different
game.
conversation.
Especially when they go on the road, they go into Boston, they start hitting threes all
Sure.
over the place. What are you going to do?
You can take your lumps, and that's the beautiful part. You're developing and you're getting ping pong balls at the same time.
Yeah.
Just let these guys go. And whatever concern other people had about, they're not ready. Of course they're not ready.
Yeah, but like the only
But
pushback
they-
on that is
but
they
the
can't
only
be
way
ready
you-
unless they play.
Exactly.
You can't say, they
Let's
need 12
go.
minutes and then we need to play the vets who we know won't be here for long. For what?
For what?
Like,
What purpose does that serve in the long
I mean,
run?
look, Scoot is not going to get mentioned after last night because last night was about Shaden Sharp showing
Yep.
baby Kobe stuff.
And Clingan.
And Clingan giving you 17, 13, and 8.
And sorry, is Banton, he keeps doing that. off the
Banton's
bench.
he's a good backup.
Yeah.
Look, say what you want. I don't know what the future is for Banton here. He has been fun. Tumani gave you 11 points and 3 steals was good. Chris Murray was even good on
Yes.
defense
He was
last
very good
night.
on
So-
defense.
And
last night.
the defense they played in the second quarter
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Yep.
Now, I don't know. It's the NBA. I don't know if you can keep that up for 48 minutes, night after night after night. But, oh, my goodness, at certain points when you're not shooting it well, when stuff's not going in, if you've got a group that you can go to that to and pump some life into your legs and the team and see if you can scratch your way back in. Because if they can hold teams to under 110 points on a regular basis, they're going to find themselves in most games giving themselves a chance.
What
to
I
win.
like about what they were last night was you got the fiery, passionate, tone-setting play of Donovan King Kong in the paint. Shaden can have 6 points. He can have 50 points. I don't think his facial expressions will ever change.
No.
He was so awesome last night. 33 points. I believe he finished with 15 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
or
he-
13.
He went off
Yeah,
late
he
in
went
that
off
game.
late in the game.
It's a career high in almost every regard.
And they
for
gave him the ball the way they used to give Dame late in the
yeah,
game
he
to
closed
close it out.
He
Hit
and
a
you know what else he
massive
did?
3 late in that game.
He attacked too, and he got to the line. He baited Ant Edwards. Did anybody notice this? He had the put back dunk, which we played coming back. He baited Anthony Edwards. He knew what Ant was doing. He was riding his right shoulder, and he kind of went up and hardened him a little bit. He hooked his arm a little bit. He went up, and he knew he was going to get a foul call, and he went to the line for 2 free throws. I have to wonder, and we'll talk with Eric Gunderson, Blazer Banter today at 8 a.m. That'll be the ticker. I was wondering through this game, once okay, this is not going to go my bet way. I kept wondering how, as a general manager, and this is probably why we'll never be GMs amongst many other reasons, I'm just going home last night and I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning going, when do I start making these phone calls? Because it's nothing against who Ant Simons is as a person or DeAndre Ayton as a person, but I want this now. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna Veruca assault this. I want my baby Blazer. I want him now, Daddy. That's what I want. I don't want to watch that lineup change. I want to watch these guys go out there and get their ass kicked sometimes, but also upset some teams. And so, like last night, I just thought it was such a fun experience to go through and watch these guys. And I'll just reiterate, I don't want to trade Jeremy. I actually like having Jeremy with this group of
And I
younger
do like
players.
having one sort of veteran guy because sometimes they're not going to be hitting shots and whatever.
When they lose 3 games in a row, let him sage the locker room.
Yeah.
Get the
Oh,
vibes
yeah.
back. I want him. Everybody else, you can trade away. It's time to start the Baby Blazer era. And I think collectively, no matter what anybody tells you, I feel like this city felt all of that last night.
To watch what Donovan Clingan did in his first, well, I guess not first because he also started the other game, but to play 31 minutes, to stay out of foul trouble, by the way, only 3 fouls
After
for
getting
Clingan
not
last night.
early.
Not early. Early,
Yeah,
he was
he
in
had
foul
2.
trouble.
And then he stayed smart the rest of the night, which is a great sign for a young center. One of those blocks he had in the fourth quarter where he didn't even have to jump and the guy was trying to get around him was remarkable. 17 points, 12 rebounds, 8 blocks. Like, we've seen Shaedon Sharpe have games like this. It was awesome to see because it was his first one of the year. And to the point of him closing, that was really cool and special. Because even at times when he's had big games, he hasn't necessarily been your closer. To show that he has that role is a big step for him. Donovan Clingan, though, was the story of the night. That was your top 10 pick. He's a guy that, for whatever reason, is only playing 12 minutes. He has 2 veterans that are ahead of him on the depth chart, and he finally gets his opportunity. And in 31 minutes, man, he dominated that game.
Yes, he did.
He took over on the defensive end of the floor completely in a game in which, who was the center on the other side?
4-time depoy.
4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. And who was the best defensive big on the floor last night?
The number 7 pick in the
was
draft.
not even close. It was a rookie in Donovan Clingan.
And I'll tell you this, I want to play this cut, and then we'll go to the dirty poll. If you have a bet in, not to make everything about gambling, Clingan for Rookie of the Year, because eventually he is going to be the starter, if not now. This rookie class ain't impressive. There's a real chance he could win this. Here was Donovan Clingan in the post game on his record 8-block night.
You know, my team needed me to protect the rim. We knew that they were going to be attacking late game to, try to, gain momentum. After those first 2 early fouls by me, I said to be smart, be vertical, and protect the rim.
And he just played with fire and passion, man. And it's, Shaedon may never show that kind of passion unless he's having like a crazy putback dunk.
I'm cool with that. He's a silent assassin.
I'm cool with it too, because it kind of maybe makes me wonder. I like a little passion once in a while and some fire, but like it kind of also makes me think, even when he's having a bad game, he's never mentally out of it.
Yeah.
That he's kind of an even keel guy. I tell my youngest, never be too high, never be too low. Try to keep yourself in the middle.
Yep.
Some guys run on fire and passion, and some guys are able to kind of stay even-keeled, and it keeps them engaged, good or bad. And so if you're going to have like that mix of fire and passion in the paint and silent assassin on the wing, cool. And, oh, by the way, they've got length, athleticism. That was a really fun experience last night.
One of the best highlights for the Blazers in a long time, man. This fan base
Yes.
has been through a lot the last handful of years, and to finally have a glimpse of what the future might look like and should look like, it was a really fun night.
I do not want to wait till February. Get this now. Make this the new. This is it. This is it for me. I don't care that we're 10 games in. I'm not acting like they're going to win 100 games. I want to see them play. Go through the ups, go through the downs.
And the
learn
sooner
along the
you
way.
do it with this unit, then Joe Cronin can figure out, okay, what are the pieces I need to go find to fit in? Not necessarily a certain position, but what are the skills? What do I need? Probably need another knockdown shooter, 3-and-D guy.
I'd love to have another 3, but go look at like Atlanta. Atlanta is doing what Oklahoma City did. It's length and athleticism. And you know who's having a great year for them? A guy that is a throw-in on a DeJounte Murray trade. Dyson Daniels, who we loved in the draft a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't get off to a great start in New Orleans. There was a lot of depth. He didn't get a lot of playing time. He was a rookie.
Yeah, you find your spot.
He's doing a lot of good things for Atlanta. So it's like, go find who that is. Whoever that is, make sure they're over 6'5". Maybe they could shoot a little bit. That'd be great. But just get more length. Be lengthy and athletic. And last night, that was a lot of fun for Blazer fan.